Today is January 19th, 2025. We're at the St. Cloud Historical Museum. It's Tina, Jill, Ceedie, Adam, and Ken, and Tom on video, and I'm Spanky. Right now we're running the portal and doing divining rods, asking questions. Prior to this video, we did have information with Mr. Fisk. Questions were asked about his things materials that he had here in his lifetime that are in the cabinet over here and his uniform. Mr. Fisk, are you still here with us? Can you communicate through that box? Answer yes by crossing them. Is your first name Jimbo? All right, appreciate that. Thank you. Please straighten them out. Please straighten the rods. Is your first name Bob? Mr. Fisk, is your name Bob? I appreciate you. Thank you. I knew who you were the whole time. Your name's right there, Bob Fisk. Just wanted to make sure we're talking with you. Are you happy to see your memorabilia on display here in the museum?
Would you like it displayed differently?
Ooh. Ooh. Good question.
I will try. Would you like more of what we have put away, put out?
Uh-huh.
Oops.
Oops.
Sorry. Is there a certain place where you would like it to be displayed?
Can you point to that area that you'd like to have it displayed? Take both rods and point to where you want all your stuff displayed. Would you like it over by your uniform? Is this where you want your display? Is any of the historian ladies here? Have you came to visit us tonight?
Anita?
Edward.
I heard Edward. What did you do, Edward? Is there something of yours here? Is it on that side of the room? Edward, is it any of these yours? Lights just went. Yep. Is that your hat, Edward? No? Are these medals yours? Was anybody sitting in your seat earlier? How many kids are here? Six or seven? Can you tell us again how many kids are here?
Are you here to check out books and can't find them?
Okay, thank you. Please straighten the rods.
Is that the book you're looking for?
No.
That's not the book they were looking for?
No.
Should I put that book back? Is that what you want me to do? Okay, I'll put it back. I tried.
There are more children's books on this side.
Is the book on the floor, Little Men, the book you're looking for? Should I put that book away?
You're right about the low energy with the rods.
Yeah.
What is my name? Can you say my name again? Thank you.
Is it okay that I put books there? I put books on the floor?
Phone.
What we're trying to do right now is we have two portals going that will filter out the radio noise and hopefully just give us voices of who's ever trying to contact us. Over in the back, Sherry is actually doing a Gansfield Estes method experiment where she's got goggles on that are giving her just red light, and she has headphones on, so she's hearing her spirit box directly, and she's just going to say whatever word comes out. So hopefully between the two portals, we can get some answers to our question, or Sherry using her spirit box. And that was just something out of that. Can you tell us your name? Now this the portal over here is on FM. This one is on AM, so they're running two different types of frequencies. Two at the same time is not working yet. One of them's got to go off.
Okinawa.
Okinawa. Interesting. Now, I notice there's a lot of military memorabilia in the museum next door. Some of it dealing with the Navy. Did you serve in Okinawa in the Navy? Did you serve in the U.S. Navy in the vicinity of Okinawa Island in the Pacific? Were you in the military at all? We're not sure what you're trying to tell us. Okay.
It was me.
It was you. I'm not sure. When you say it was you, are you telling me you're the one that served in the Navy in Okinawa, near Okinawa? If you served our country during that very, very tragic time, we would really like to honor your memory. Can you tell me what your rank was? Can you tell me your rank? We're just not quite hearing what you're saying, and I know your frequency's just got to
The
be.
ladies won.
The ladies won? What did they win? Was it a sporting event? But can you just say if you're a gentleman or lady? What is that supposed to be telling us?
Hello, Henry.
Henry? Is your name Henry? If your name is Henry, just, did you hear what it said? Hey, is that you trying to talk to us? Can you tell us your name? If that's you that we're hearing in this device, can you cross Sharon's rods for us? Okay. Can you uncross them for me now? Can you separate them, make them parallel again for us? Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. That was a very clear yep.
How many of you are there here? How many are here? Just say the number.
Think about.
Think about.
13.
13. That's a lot of people. You sure about that? Trish has goggles on over her eyes. Can you let her see a vision of you, please? Her eyes are open. Help her to have an experience with her vision. Can you do that for me? Or maybe she could experience something that you once experienced. That just flashed.
Was that you that crossed our wire here and made it go off?
Can you do that again, please?
It's me.
It's you. Thank you. Did you cross over to go do that for Trish?
To where?
If you're still on that side, can you come back over here for a moment with us? Is that an answer?
I heard no.
Whoever just answered, were you in a war?
In,
Voice.
Did you say maybe?
I heard indeedy.
Do you have a favorite type of book? Do you like romance?
This is Sharon. Do you recognize my voice? I'm in here all the time, and I'm talking to you all the time.
That just flashed.
What did?
The tripwire.
Oh.
Do you recognize my voice? Are you here all the time? Cross for yes if you're here all the time.
I don't know.
Definitely no there.
Did you come here because we're asking you to come?
Yes.
So he's coming because we're asking him.
It's never different.
Do you have are you bringing friends with you? Did you bring some friends over here with you?
They're going in now.
No. So he's by himself. Did you live in St. Cloud? That sounded like a woman saying yes.
There's something. It's just, I don't know, there's something off back here. I don't know what it, like, energetically off.
Thank you.
There's not, it's like nothing's wrong. It's just off.
If you're here with us right now, Sherry has her dowsing rods. We'd like to connect with you, and the easiest way for us to do it is to go to a spot where you feel comfortable. So can you push those rods into the direction or to the place that you would like Sherry to go? Just generally give her the direction. She'll walk that way. When she gets to the spot where you want her to stop, cross the rods. Okay, this is an adding machine. Did this belong to you? Or did you use it? If it belonged to you, cross the, okay, you may be way ahead of me. Can you uncross them for us now, please? Straighten up. Thank you. Are you related to Derek Hawk? If you are related to Derek Hawk, cross those rods. If you're not, spread them apart. Thank you very, very much. Can you straighten the rods back out for me, please?
What was that name again?
Derek Hawk. Is Derek still with us? Is he still here? If he is still on in our dimension, cross rods. In other words, if he's still alive, cross the rods. Thank you very much. Can you uncross them for us, please? Did a relative of Derek's use this machine? If they did, cross the rods. If a relative did not use this machine, spread them apart. Thank you. I know that was an awkward question, but I think you're answering it. Thank you. Can you straighten it out for us, please? Is there a reason why that you've brought us to this machine? If there's a reason why you want us to come here, please spread the rods wide apart. If there's a reason why you wanted us to come to this machine, spread the rods apart if you did. Okay, thank you. Can you bring them back parallel? Did you want us to recognize Mr. Hawk at all? If you want us to contact him, cross the rods. What you'd like us to tell him. You can tell us through our machine. Over here. Okay. Okay, thank you. Straighten out the rods. Now the only way we can get this message is if you tell us over our device here, if you can give us an idea of what message we're to bring to him. Let me ask this question. Is Derek your son if he has crossed the rods? Is Derek your grandson if he has crossed the rods? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Can you straighten them back out for us? So the kind of the information we have now is that Derek Hawk is your grandson. Can you tell us through our piece of equipment over here, our what we call our portal, where we can hear your voice, can you tell us your name so that we can tell Derek who it was that sent this message? Can you say that again? We didn't quite hear it. And we can let Derek know that it's truly you if you tell us your name. And we're happy to do that. If we're able to discern the name you gave us, Then we will pass that on to Derek if we're able to hear what the name is. Yes, that's what we'll do. Yep, we will do that. Go ahead and uncross the rods. Make them parallel again for us, please. Straighten them out. Do you stay in this building all the time, or are you just passing through? If you stay here and this is the place that you're at most of the time, cross the rods. If you're just passing through giving us a message, spread the rods apart. The rods are spreading apart. Okay. Thank you. Well, all of us have gathered here in the museum. We really would like to spend some time with you to learn more about you, to understand more about what life was here in St. Cloud, especially back in the day. Can you give us some indication, some notice that you can hear us?
Gather.
We have gathered. Thank you very much. We've gathered here, and we've gathered here to talk with you. Please tell us your name. We'd love to know your name. If there's anybody here with us right now, just cross. This is Trish. She's got dowsing rods. If there's anybody here that can hear us, please cross the rods.
Give the message.
Okay. Can you just tell us your grandson's name? Can you tell it? Was your grandson's name Bill? If it was, cross what?
That's the same thing I was just thinking.
What?
Bill.
Bill?
62.
What Bill? Nobody said Bill.
I thought you said Bill.
Well,
She just said 62.
62. Is that? Let's help us try to put this together. Who is Bill? And what does 62 mean?
65.
Is that the year they? Is that their age? I don't know what you're showing me.
Right there is a cup that says Bills on it, and it says 1965.
May I see that, please? I just need to see this.
And we just got that in the museum the other day.
But that's not the guy that brought it in. That's not this.
It doesn't matter. Here's why it doesn't. Where does it say 65 on here?
It's his place.
When he was in school in 1965.
Sherry just said this is his place.
This is his place. Bill, is this? Do we know who Bill is?
He was a person who lived here, and he played football, and he went to football at UCF.
Did he have any connection to this building?
Probably came in to the library.
He just gave us books.
He just gave you books?
He just gave
He
us
wrote us 2 books.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's
alive.
still,
Okay.
but he might be the grandson.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk to you about that.
They have my things.
Okay. Let's recap. We asked who is here. Can you give us some indication you can hear us? We got the name Bill, 65. CD shows us a cup that was just given to the museum that has a young man, now an older man, but a young former football player here named Bill, who was here going to school here in 65. Okay?
There's no way.
Yeah, there is a way. We're getting it. We really appreciate it. And then we just found out that Bill just gave us some books. Sherry hears the words, "This is his place." What football team? College
The
football team?
whole scheme.
Old scheme? Or whole scheme? What college football team did Bill play for? Can you tell us? Did he play for the Florida Gators? If he did, cross the rods that Trish has.
Nope.
And the rods are going to no.
This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Okay. Was it okay? You got me. He was a Georgia Bulldog. I'm correct in that, right? He was a Georgia Bulldog. If he was, cross the rods. If he wasn't a Georgia Bulldog, spread them apart. But I know he was a Georgia Bulldog.
I'm getting it now.
What are you getting?
The rods are going through now.
He played for the Seminoles, didn't he? He was a Florida State Seminole. If he was, cross the rods. If he was not a Florida State Seminole, spread the rods apart.
Rods are yes.
I'm not.
She said what?
I'm not.
Is this Bill's grandfather we're talking
Trading
to?
them. That was female.
So is Bill related to Derek?
It's you.
Who? When you say you, who do you mean? What's that saying? Are you in pain?
Her.
I'm sorry, but we're a little confused. We don't know what you mean. Are Bill and Derek related?
And the thing is,
What?
she's over there.
Can you? Trish has rods. Can you point the rods to where she is when you say she's over there? Can you point those rods to where she's at? We're so close to really understanding what you're trying to tell us. Can you give us some more detail?
Hello.
Hi.
That was female.
Hello. Are you new to this conversation? Did you just decide to come in and join us also? We're happy to have you.
And how are you?
I'm very, very fine, especially now that we're chatting with you. Can you tell us your name? Can you tell us your name? Well, is there a lady here that would like to talk with us?
I'm good.
Okay. Is Bill a relation to you?
We'll see.
Not quite sure what you mean there.
Cross me.
No, ma'am. I do not want to cross you. Just
Right over here.
over where? Where are you? Is Bill the person you want us to contact, or are you Bill?
The first one.
Okay. So you'd like us to contact Bill. Is there a message you'd like us to give to him?
Not stopping you.
No, but we want to help you. So tell us what you'd like us, the message you'd like to get us to Bill. Are Bill and Derek related?
It was mine.
What was yours? This is important. If you can, it would really help us out and would connect a lot.
Machine.
Can you tell us what kind of machine? Just a little more specificity. Can I take a break?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you happy with the work that the ladies are doing now? Here.
Is the policeman that was here earlier, are you here with us right now? Is there a policeman here? I'm a cop. I did 40 years. If there's another policeman here, I'd sure like to hear from you.
One of the things that I've been curious about with this being the women's club,
Jody?
is your name Jody? What were some of the things that you used to do?
What do you mean by one?
It's just gone quiet, kind of.
Are you done with us?
What? Would anybody be interested in hearing some fun music? We could play some music specific to your time. We could play it from the 1950s.
Pray.
You'd like to pray?
Do you want the Lord's Prayer? And what it says, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Don't. Not yet. Okay. Who do you miss most?
One of those police artifacts that the sticks, are they yours?
Hi.
I have a slapstick exactly like the one that's up there I used to use when I was on the job.
Here.
Should we try that same thing with being directed by the rods?
Not you.
Not me. You want somebody else to do it?
Or do you want somebody else to help her? We did this before, and if
You're late.
okay. But can you just
I did it.
Ooh, we're getting a lot of.
so just point the rods in the direction you want us to go, cross the rods when we hit that destination.
Yeah.
Assume that you need it.
I'm set.
What does 15 mean?
Oh, both of you crossed at the same time. Very interesting. Both the rods crossed at the same time. So this is one of the police officers that are here. Can you point the rods to which set of uniforms were yours? The one on the left or the one on the right? The person that owned this uniform, Reinhardt, is he alive or is he passed or is he still with us? Do you know?
I'm not sure on either one of them. I think Reinhardt's still around.
Huh?
Please don't.
Okay. Did you retire from St. Cloud PD? Cross the rods if you did.
Hi.
Hello. If you retired from St. No, you did not.
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear us? Well, Sergeant Reinhardt, if this is you, cross the rods. If this is you, Sarge, cross the rods. Hers are straight, yeah. I really don't.
Get it?
No, I really don't even know what question to ask right
We're
now.
not getting it. Can you help us?
You got it.
Are you kind of joking with us now, Sarge? Were either of you in the job for 15 years? Okay. Can you straighten the rods back out for us?
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah. Yoo-hoo. I know, we're trying to figure out what you're trying to tell us. So,
That's so sassy.
Both flags are fine.
I'm gonna walk over here.
She said something.
She said Josh.
Josh? Do we have your name right, Josh?
You get 2 more K2s, you can switch out.
Did you own either this nightstick, this billy club, or this slap?
Who gets it? I got here.
That was where against
External
the wall
power.
that was going crazy.
Nice to meet you.
This is getting old. At least answer our questions.
Did the ones that went off earlier this evening, were they? Definitely.
Are you in any of the pictures on the wall?
No.
Oh, that was a quick answer.
Now.
Now, so are you on any of these? Is your picture anywhere in this building?
I can.
Do you remember my name?
Let's wrap it up, guys.
Fine.
Larry goes, "Can you hear us?" And then you yelled out, "Gather." And then Larry says, "Can you say your name?" And the tripwire went off.
Next to me.
Yeah. Then it said, "Anyone here?" Larry asked, "Anyone here?" You yell out, "Give the message." And we got yes on the rods. Then Larry says, "Tell us your grandson's name." Tripwire went off again. You yell out, 62, 65. Is that your age? And we got yes on the rods. And then CD has a cup that says 65 and Bill on it. You yell out, this is his place.
Wait, you have a cup that says 65 and Bill on it?
Yep.
And they just got it.
We just got it. It says the Bill's right there. The guy who gave it to us, his name is Bill. And it says, and he played football in 1965
Here. He
at
said,
FSU.
and he said, this is his place.
And he was from here, and he wrote "Living in the Cloud," which is
And then he said,
And
this is
then-
my stuff.
Then you yell out, they have my things. And we were talking about Bill's things while you yelled that out.
Oh my God.
And then you yell out, there's no way. And then you yelled out old scheme or scheme.
Oh no, I remember the whole scheme.
The whole scheme.
The whole
The
scheme.
whole scheme.
Okay.
That was very clear. And the whole time, it was male. Like when I said it was like that anxious, really, and then after I told you that, and you said male or female, and I said male, and then I put them back on again, and all of a sudden it was female.
Well, it's funny because Larry goes, did he play for the Florida Gators? And you yell out, no. The Rods said no. Larry says, Georgia Bulldogs. Sherry goes, I'm getting it now. Rods say no. Then Larry says, Florida Seminoles. The Rods say no. And then you said, I'm not. And then I wrote, you had the nervous energy feelings, male energy, I wrote.
And he played for UCF, you said, right?
FSU.
FSU, so he did play for FSU. Okay.
Then you yell out, train them. It's you. Larry goes, are you in pain?
Well, that's because I heard
Right.
moaning on that.
And then Larry goes, Bill and Derek, are you related? And you wrote, and the thing is, that's my handwriting, and then she is over there.
Who's she?
I don't know. That's what you yelled
That
out.
makes no sense.
Larry goes, can you give me more info? And all of a sudden you yell out, hello, and you go, that's female. You yell out, how are you? And the Rods would cross to yes. Larry's like, are you the lady? Would you like to speak with us? And then you yell out, I'm good. Tom yells out, how old are you? No answer. Larry goes, are you related to Bill? Then you say, we'll see. Don't cross me. Tom goes, color of your hair. There was no answer. And then Larry goes, you live in St. Cloud? And then you say, right over here. Larry says, can you say my name or any of our names? And no answer. Larry goes, you want us to contact Bill or are you Bill? You yell out the first one, and then you say, not stopping you. Bill and Derek related? And you say, it was mine. And then Larry says, what was? And you yell out, machine. And then Larry goes, what kind of machine? But then there was no answer.
We did an experiment for you guys that weren't in here. Use the rods to tell us where you want us to go. And the rods took her to an adding machine over there. And the adding machine was donated by Derek Huck. Okay, that's why I kept saying, is Bill and Derek related? Because we got the name Bill, and I was just trying to see if there was a connection there. But then, she says the machine part of it.
It didn't even dawn on me.
We had like a police officer or something we were talking to.
The picture they showed was the garden club with two men in it. And they asked about the newspaper, and there was two men associated with the newspaper. And there's two uniforms associated with the police department.
Interesting.
But just to recap, I didn't know who Mr. Fisk
Well,
was.
who was Mr. Fisk? I see his name. But,
He's our historian that was here years ago
okay.
because his family started the funeral home.
Got it.
And he did, do all that going on.
So we talked about Mr. Fisk. So I asked what his first name was. Is it Jimbo? Is it, whoever? And he said, no. And we'd get it right over the portal.
Really?
No. And then I went, is your first name Bob? Because it's right there on the counter. And he goes, yes.
That came through the portal?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. We did things with the rods too, and they were correlating between the two.
We even asked if he was doing anything medical because of the ambulances is with the funeral home.
Jill asked, were you a doctor? And she didn't know anything about it. And we were shocked until she said, yeah, he had the funeral home and he did medical in the Navy.
Oh, maybe Corbin.
Edward, yes, twice through the portal.
And who's Edward?
There's a captain.
Can't hear you.
He asked if his picture was on the trifold.
There's a Rufus Edward something on there.
Oh, okay.
And because we asked, is your picture on the wall? And he said, no. And then she said, is it on the trifold? And he went, yes. And we went and looked, and there it was.
And this came through the portal?
Yep.
Oh, wow, okay, good.
And we had a bunch of children.
Whoa, okay. This is important. Tell me what you got children-wise.
All on the portal. Laughing
Okay.
and joking,
Okay.
going and going and going.
So when I brought Chris through here, of course it was abbreviated because the phone wasn't working. Chris said two things. First of all, Chris saw a Confederate officer sitting right about where you are, CD, but it was in a big, comfortable chair. He said it was an officer. He could tell from the hat, but he said it was Confederate. I'll be honest with you, knowing that this was a Union stronghold, I was like, okay. And then out front, he saw a Union private going back and forth. What's this now? Okay, well, okay.
That's what I had during quiet time.
You are sitting in my chair.
I was sitting in that chair.
But it's a female. You got a female.
No, her.
I was sitting
her.
here in this chair.
Oh, that's my medal. So anyway, the Confederate officer was sitting there, Union private, and apparently he was carrying a musket. Was going back between where the front door is on the other side to the left, where there was a closet door. Now, what's that mean to you, C.D.?
Well, there's a Union soldier buried, but he was Confederate first, and then he went to Union.
Okay.
That's what got me. I was
Okay.
like, oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
There was some that did that.
Well, yeah, there was.
'Cause they thought they
the other
were-
part. Chris also said, I see two kids. And he said at one point, Sherry, if you're listening, that one little girl was going up to Sherry, kind of like trying to look and see what she was doing. Did you have a black Confederate soldier here?
Yes, we did.
Was he an officer or enlisted?
I think he was enlisted. This is,
I got to be honest with you. I thought when he said Confederate, I was thinking, he's got that wrong.
and if you look on the back, you'll see his grandson, who is still here in town.
So, I mean, there's connections to what Chris had to say. The little kids running around, you had kids, you heard kids. Interesting. It's interesting when you begin to talk and things start coming together.